Tesla stock might be off to a rocky start in 2024, but we all know last year it secured an important 3-year partnership.
The electric vehicle leader has reached an agreement with Piedmont Lithium that'll provide it with a key EV battery component.
Now, Tesla supplier Piedmont Lithium has been granted approval to set up mining operations in North Carolina. The site is expected to include both a lithium hydroxide conversion facility and a spodumene concentrator, as can be seen in the company's renderings. The mine is expected to be 500 feet deep. The project is expected to contribute billions of dollars of economic output and several hundred jobs to Gaston County and North Carolina's growing electrification economy. If the project comes to fruition, the Carolina lithium site would become one of the only lithium-producing sites in the U.S., as automakers eagerly look to bolster their raw mineral supply chain and reduce reliance on China and other countries.
In order to help accelerate the transition to electric transportation, Tesla's become increasingly involved in the raw material supply chain for battery cells. Despite only starting the production of its own cells last year, Tesla's been securing the supply of lithium, nickel, cobalt, and other minerals for its battery cell suppliers for years. More recently, Tesla started to not only deal with established mining companies, but it also started to sign contracts for offtake agreements with junior mining companies looking to build new mining projects that would increase the supply of some critical resources for batteries. This strategy helps those companies raise money to build their mining projects. Piedmont Lithium is one of those mining companies. Demand for lithium has spiked alongside the growing green energy boom. In fact, demand has far exceeded supply. That trend isn't likely to shift in the near future. However, this also means lithium miners have significant growth potential as the green energy space continues to expand. Partnering with the EV industry leader also means that Piedmont will have a clear advantage over its smaller competitors. The soaring metal price is making electric vehicles even pricier. The price of lithium carbonate is raised around 10 times what it was in early 2020. Those price increases trickle down to car buyers. The average price of all cars in the United States is around $48,000, but the average price of electric cars is around $66,500, which is 38% higher. Australia currently produces more lithium than any other country at 55,000 metric tons, followed by Chile and China. But Bolivia actually has more lithium resources, followed by Argentina, Chile, US, and Australia. In the U.S., Piedmont is set to emerge as the leading lithium supplier over the next 5 years, and Tesla partnering with Piedmont says a lot about Tesla. The push for lithium stems from the electric vehicle craze that's unfolded in the last year. States such as California and Washington have said they'll phase out gasoline cars. Automakers like VW and GM have begun to invest billions to transition to electric cars and trucks. Electric vehicles are a cornerstone of President Biden's infrastructure plan, with a $174 billion investment. Electric vehicles can't happen without lithium, and a lot of it. Lithium is a critical mineral in the batteries that power electric vehicles. The world will need to mine 42 times as much lithium as was mined in 2020 if we'll meet the climate goals set by the Paris Agreement, according to the International Energy Agency. Existing mines and projects under construction will meet only half the demand for lithium in 2030. Lithium is a non-ferrous metal known as white gold and is one of the key components in EV batteries alongside nickel and cobalt. But rising demand for electric vehicles is straining global lithium prices. A lithium-ion battery pack for a single electric car contains about 8 kilograms of lithium, according to figures from U.S. Department of Energy Science and Engineering Research Center Argonne National Laboratory. Global lithium production totaled 100,000 tons last year, while worldwide reserves stand at about 22 million tons, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. Dividing lithium production by the amount needed per battery shows that enough lithium was mined last year to make just under 11.4 million EV batteries. This is a level that annual electric vehicle purchases could hit soon, after first quarter sales rose by 75% on the year to touch 2 million, according to IEA figures. Using the same kind of calculation shows that global reserves are sufficient to produce just under 2.5 billion batteries. The IEA's Net Zero by 2050 roadmap says the world will need 2 billion battery electric plug-in hybrid and fuel cell electric light-duty vehicles on the road by that date to hit net zero. However, not all the world's lithium can go into EV batteries. The metal is also used in batteries for a host of other items, such as laptops and mobile phones, as well as to make planes, trains, and bikes. The United States has only one active lithium mine today. The country will need 500,000 metric tons of lithium carbonate equivalent by 2030, according to research by RK Equity, a New York firm that advises investors on lithium. The entire global lithium carbonate equivalent market last year was 325,000 metric tons. Tesla's among the companies that have talked of developing new ways of harvesting lithium from alternative sources, such as from clay or geothermal and oil field brines. Tesla and Piedmont Lithium amended their supply deal for SC6 through the end of 2025. SC6 is a high-purity lithium ore that's used to produce as a raw material and used for lithium-ion battery production. Tesla and Piedmont mutually agreed to amend the agreement, which was first signed in 2020, with new terms that are binding for 3 more years. Piedmont will deliver roughly 125,000 metric tons of SC6 to Tesla starting in the second half of this year. The deal will continue through the end of 2025. SC6 has a high lithium content and was at one time the primary source of lithium production. However, most companies extract lithium from brines due to cost effectiveness. In the past several years, as EV demand has risen, lithium has been in high demand, and companies are using more techniques to extract the material for use in EV applications. Keith Phillips, CEO of Piedmont Lithium, reiterated this point recently in an interview. Phillips said current lithium production is not enough to feed current demand levels, not by 2030 or 35. The answer is yes, we'll have enough, but not by that time, I don't think. We're pleased to be able to partner with Tesla to supply lithium resources produced in North America, Phillips said about the amended deal with Tesla. The electric vehicle and critical battery materials landscape has changed significantly since 2020, and this agreement reflects the importance of and growing demand for a North American lithium supply chain. The SC6 Tesla will acquire from Piedmont from North American Lithium. Production of SC6 at North American Lithium was halted and eventually commissioned in mid-2022 to restart in early 2023 after Piedmont and Sayona Quebec, a lithium mining company, funneled $80 million to improving product quality and plant utilization. Piedmont said SC6 production would restart in the first half of 2023, with the initial commercial shipments expected to begin in Q3. Tesla will receive lithium from NAL under Piedmont's offtake agreement with Sayona Quebec. This allows Piedmont to purchase any amount over 113,000 metric tons per year, or 50% of SC6 production. After all, partnering with Tesla will help the company secure its place as a leader in lithium. That said, this doesn't mean the deal with Piedmont won't be a boon for both companies. On the contrary, it could be exactly what Tesla needs to finally usher in a turnaround. The company will begin to deliver lithium in the second half of 2023 and continue to do so through 2025. It's no secret that Tesla has been plagued by the lithium shortage. In October 2022, CEO Elon Musk stated that the supply issues were holding his company back, unveiling plans to build a lithium refinery in Texas, and procuring a partnership with an established lithium miner is a highly strategic move. This will likely help Tesla continue streamlining production in 2025. Piedmont and Tesla have mutually agreed to amend their previous offtake agreement with the terms of this new agreement, which are binding for a 3-year term and include an option to renew for another 3 years. Under the amended agreement, Piedmont has agreed to deliver approximately 125,000 metric tons of SC6 to Tesla beginning in 2023 through the end of 2025. Securing a source of lithium could give Tesla the edge it needs as competitors continue to close in on its market share. Regardless of what Tesla stock does short-term, this is very good news. Tesla manufactures 4680 cells at its Cato pilot line in Fremont and at Giga Texas. In December 2022, Tesla reached a weekly production of 868,000 round cells in the process, enough to power 1,000 vehicles. Tesla's building the 4680 round cells, 4680 millimeters in diameter, 80 millimeters high, into the Model Y, for example, which is being built at Giga Texas. The larger 4680 cells are also to be installed in the Tesla semi-electric truck, the Cybertruck pickup, and the upcoming Roadster 2. Tesla got a head start in the EV race, and now other manufacturers are pulling out all the stops to catch up. For its part, Tesla isn't slowing down either, and bringing its larger 4680 battery cells to mass production could launch the brand even further ahead. Elon Musk and Tesla introduced the 4680 battery cell 2 years ago, and since then the brand has been working hard to scale up production. This cell is superior in many ways compared to the 2170 battery Tesla also currently utilizes. For one thing, it's much larger, and in this context, size does matter. By increasing the physical size of the battery, Tesla can use far fewer in each battery pack. Specifically, there are approximately 4,400 cells in the current Model Y. Utilizing the 4680 battery pack would cut that number to just 830 total cells. Beyond simply using fewer parts, the new 4680 battery requires just 2 welds per cell, unlike the 2170, which requires 4. The savings between a total of 17,600 welds versus just 1,660 per vehicle will be significant. Piedmont deal is one of the few strides by Tesla to solidify its supply chain for its batteries. Most EV companies have thus far refrained from taking on direct stakes in the mineral mining business, but Tesla is securing the supply of important minerals for its battery cell suppliers for years. Thanks for watching. Until next time.